Hello, my name is Rahul Sidhu. I'm the founder of Daily GK app. And today we would be taking a look at the 50 best December 2020 first week current affair one-liners. And we would be using a trick. The trick is like fill in the blanks. I will give you some teasers. And the aim is that you remember this question for a long, long time. So let's get started. Question number one. In which year India has gained the Shanghai Cooperation full membership status? So tip is it's 201 dash, and the answer is, if you are unable to guess, is 2017. And the trick is, I will say S for Shanghai and S for 17. Hope it helps.
Next question is in the Sports Ministry TOPS program, what is the meaning of P in TOPS? So it can be position, it can be prize, it can be performance, but it is none of them. And if you have guessed it, then right answer is podium. And you need to know the TOPS full form also. That it is Target Olympic Podium Scheme. And if I have to remember it, then I will remember it that you need to perform. Only then you would be finishing on the podium. So podium is something, that place where athletes stand when they're receiving the trophy. That is one, two, and third position. Question number three. Karthigai Deepam festival is the main festival of which state? So the tip is that this state has two words in it. And I think you can guess it. It is Tamil Nadu. And as a trick, I will say that there is a very famous party in South, DMK, and it's rhyme with TMK. So I can say Tamil Nadu, and K stand for Kartigai. So that's how I'm going to remember it. And if you're liking this technique, then please subscribe because it really motivates us and we feel highly charged to make such questions. So try to subscribe in next 5 seconds. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please subscribe. Thank you. Next question. Name the heavyweight torpedo that has been delivered to Indian Navy by TRDO recently. So the tip is it has Varun in the starting. Now, what is next? So the right answer is it's Varuna Astra. And if I have to remember, then I will say Varun means air in Hindi, and both air and torpedo move fast. So I will connect with Hindi word Varun and air. Next question. Which state had recently launched a welfare scheme is Arunodaya scheme. So the tip is the state start with an alphabet A. Now what is next? I think we can guess it. It's pretty simple. It's Assam, one of the leading states in Northeast. Next question. Which state has launched interest-free loan scheme Jagannath Todu? The tip is the state name start with A. And the answer is it's in the south, it's Andhra Pradesh. And the tip is, I would say that in the starting, when we start something, we look for free stuff like free loan. So I'm starting, and if you see A is also the starting alphabet. So that's how I'm going to connect these two. Next question. Panchayat newsletter Parivartan is the first ever publication in the 5 official languages of this state. What is the name of the states? So the tip is simple. The state has and in it, that is ampersand. And I think you can guess it. The answer is Jammu and Kashmir. But how I'm going to remember it? So if you see, the J&K is the only state where a lot of changes are happening after the removal of Article 370. So I will connect Parivartan means change, and changes are happening only in J&K. So that's how I'm going to remember it. Next question. Which state has announced that is going to be compensation package for the losses suffered due to the cyclone Nivar? So I'm going to give you a tip that state has two letters in it. And I think you can guess it. It was in South, and you can guess it. It's Tamil Nadu. And the trick is that we often say T's take care. And if I say TC, then I can say the Tamil Nadu is taking care, where C is for cyclone and not for care. So I will say TC. Two new books. The first one is The Republican Ethics Volume 3, and the second is Lo Tantra Ke Swar, the collection of selected speeches of. So the tip is that man is very famous and his name starts with R. And I think you can guess it. He is the president of India, Ramnath Kovind. And the trick is book has Republic, and the Republic is represented by a president. So that's how I'm going to remember it. Next question. Which country will host as a temporary ground station tracking facilities for ISRO's Gaganyaan mission? The tip is the country name start with A, and it's one of the largest continent in the world. I think you can guess it. It's Australia. But I'm going to remember it. So if you see recently, India and Australia are playing Test series and one day cricket, and attendance and the spectators are there only temporarily. But the hopes are skyrocketing, and rocket always goes to moon. So that's how I'm going to remember it. Next question. In the term MITI, what does T stand for? So the tip is, I'm going to give you only first one because if I give the second one, you can guess it. And the answer is technology. So MITI is nothing but it's a ministry in Indian government, and its full form is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Next question. Change 5 probe is the latest lunar mission of which country? So the only tip I can give you is that that country name has I in it, but unfortunately it's not India. Now I think you can guess it. It's simple, it's China. But how I'm going to remember it? So I will remember it like three C's, like triple C's. C is for change, C is for China, and one C is for Chand. So I'm going to say triple C. Next question. Which panel has been formed to study the feasibility? Feasibility means is it possible to run Virgin Hyperloop in India? So the tip is that chairman name has VK in it, and it's VK Saraswat. Now I'm going to remember this one. So V is for Virgin, right? And I'm going to rhyme it with VK. So I'm going to say it's V and V. Now, next question is Lakshmi Vilas Bank to operate as customer of which bank? So the tip is that bank name has B as its second letter, but it's not SBI. It's DBS Bank. And the tip is that I'm going to say it, let the Lakshmi be with you. And the B is coming from DBS and not from SBI. Hope it helps. RBI has decided to increase the promoter stake in private sector bank to what percentage? So earlier it was 2 and now it's 26. I don't have any tip for it. Let's get next question. Name the new chairman of ICI, the International Cricket Council. So the tip is that chairman name has Gray in it, but it's not Tony Gray. It's something else. It's Barclay Gray. And if I have to remember as a tip, then I will write ABC. B is for Barclay, and C is for cricket, so BC. Which scheme has been launched by Agriculture Ministry to impart training to primary cooperative society in the rural areas? So the tip is it has two words. First is S dash dash and Pragya. And if you cannot guess it, the answer is Sahakar Pragya. And as a tip, if I have to remember, then I'm going to say double S, one as society, and second is Sahakar. Question number 18. Name the survey which provides the demographic detail like annual data of infant mortality rate, birth rate, and the death rate. So tip is it has three words. It is S dash dash, and the answer is it is SRS. Full form is Sample Registration Survey. And if I have to remember, then I'm going to say is SS and beach mein R. So I'm going to use a little bit of Hindi in it. Next question. Which Indian state hosts famous International Cherry Blossom Festival? So the tip is that state is northeast and it starts with M. So it can be Mizoram, it can be Meghalaya, it can be Manipur. But the answer is Meghalaya. And if you talk about the tip, then we always say cheer me, or you can say cherry laya. So I can say cherry laya is for Meghalaya. So I'm going to connect laya with Meghalaya. Next question. Which Indian state has launched a campaign, they call it Him Suraksha Abhiyan, to sensitize people about COVID-19 pandemic? So the tip is, it's a very famous state in India where we have a lot of mountains. But in India, we have mountains in so many states as well. And the correct answer is it's Himachal Pradesh. And as a trick, if you want me to help you, then I can say that both him, that is Him Suraksha, and Himachal, they have him in the starting. So I'm going to rhyme them him for Himachal and one him for Him Suraksha. Hope it helps. Next question. Uh, Name the neighboring country where India has launched RuPay card phase 2. So the tip is that country name start with B. It can be Bhutan, it can be Bangladesh. But the correct answer is Bhutan. And I'm going to rhyme it as if you say R and B, they look very much same. So I'm going to link these two together. Okay, let's go to the next question. Which Indian state is implementing a project of building a park by planting 1,000 species of saplings? So let me explain the question. So far, we have so many plantation drive, but they all have same variety, the same species of sapling, that is small plants. But this state for the first time is having a 100 species in the same park. And it's a very famous state in Northeast. It starts with A, and I think when guess it, it's Assam. And if you're asking for a trick, then I will say that A is the first alphabet in our alphabet series, and Assam is also the first one. So it is a starting, and so I'm going to link all A's together. Next question. Which country will be taking over the presidency of G2020 group in 2021? So the tip is that the country name start with I, but unfortunately, it's not India. The correct answer is Italy. And if you ask me for a tip, then if you say, I mean, if you see 2021 and Italy, so the 1 of 21 and I of Italy, they look very much same, identical. So I'm going to use that trick. All right, next question. Which country has taken a pledge to ban the sale of new petrol and diesel car by the year 2030? So the tip is the state has the, I mean, the country has the in the starting. There are only two countries where we use the, and this one is the UK. So you can say you cannot, UK cannot. Okay, so next five question would be in rapid fire. Next question. Which state has launched cow cabinet to protect the cows in the state? And only if you can see, there are only two states in India which are very possessive about car. One is UP, and another one is Madhya Pradesh. So you can remember it. Only two states. Okay, now let's see what is the next question. It is, which countries approved the self-testing kit to detect coronavirus? So that's the only country on the planet where you can go to the chemist and buy self-testing coronavirus kit and test yourself. And the country is start with the, and it is the USA. So it's a very advanced thing, and only US supposed to be the most advanced nation. So you can remember it. Okay, next question. That is question number 27. Which state has received bronze idols retrieved from London? So London has returned some idols to this state in India, which were smuggled to it many centuries ago. And it's a very famous state in South, start with T, and I think you can guess it. It is Tamil Nadu. Okay, so let's go to question number 28. Which of these has launched Move Band Rakho campaign to increase awareness on cyber fraud and to prevent them? So the tip is, it's a bank and it's one of the two largest private sector banks in India, but it's not ICICI. And the second big private sector bank is SDFC, and the answer is SDFC. Next question. Which of these has launched Dr. Malingar M. Karunanidhi breakfast scheme for school kids? The tip is a union territory, and if you see that the scheme somehow look related to a South Indian state, and there are only one union territory in southern India, that is Puducherry or Pondicherry. Okay, let's come to the last question. Where is INS Barge Naval Station? So it was in news. Indian Navy has launched something from this naval station. So of course it has to be an island or it has to be a port city. And if you see, it's A with ampersand. Now I think you can guess it. It's Great Nicobar Island. And I hope you have liked the technique. If you like, please comment so I can prepare more question on the same lines. And please let me know what you think about the video so I can be better prepared and give you more tips. Please subscribe, comment, and encourage me. You encourage me, I prepare more question. Thank you.